Привет всем! Hi everyone! Today we'll be cooking the first recipe in our new studio, and we'll be cooking a very special recipe called Pampushky, and it's Ukrainian garlic bread. The particular recipe we'll be cooking today is from a Ukrainian chef called Olia Hercules. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say her name properly. Hopefully I didn't make such a bad job, and our full recipe will be linked in the description box below. I actually started this recipe yesterday, so now I'm going to show you what I've made so far, and then I'm going to explain you a little bit better why I chose this recipe. Also, I'm coming out of a COVID situation, so my voice and me in general are a little bit weak, so please bear with me. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get cooking. First step to this recipe is to make a sponge, which is kind of a yeasty starter. So I started with 7 grams of dry active yeast and 1 teaspoon of caster sugar. Then I added 225 milliliters of warm water. It says on the recipe blood temperature, and I mixed it all in until it dissolved. And then I added 200 grams of strong white flour. Then I gave it a mix, covered it with cling film, and then I just put it in the microwave. And then I just put it in the fridge. And then I put it in the fridge overnight to prove. And we're going to get our sponge or our starter from the fridge, and this is what it looks like. It isn't that bigger when it comes to size, but there's a lot of bubbles, so I think we're going in the right direction. I'm going to add the flour, 100 grams of flour. This is about 8 grams of salt. The recipe calls for fine sea salt, whatever that is. I'm not sure. This is the salt I have, so this is what I'm adding. I'm going to mix it kind of here, and then I'm going to transfer it to our surface to knead, going with my hands now. I'm going to transfer it to this surface, and we're going to do our best. So here we go. Supposedly you should be kneading it in a well-floured surface, but I think as it is kind of dry, maybe because it's too cold, I don't think it needs any more flour than it already has. I don't feel this is a very elastic dough. I'm afraid I might have messed up, but if I've messed up, I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best to respect and honor this recipe. So the recipe says you should knead until it doesn't stick to your fingers, which it doesn't. So I think I might be on the right track. Just get a little bit of oil. For these first couple of videos here in the studio, I'll ask you to be extra nice to me because I'm still figuring out the angles and I am not sure how to do it yet, so please have that in mind. Okay, now our dough. We're going to cut it in half, and then, oh, it doesn't look all that bad. So we're going to cut it into 8 pieces. Oh, you can't see this. Okay, so let's pretend you saw that. Off, and then off again. And then for each piece, we're going to roll it as a ball. While I do this, let me tell you something. I know there are a lot of things going on in the world right now, but being European, the war on Ukraine is something that's very important. I never thought I'd see war in our continent again. We still deal with a lot of pain from past wars, and this one will bring us a lot of pain. And you know, Portugal is as far away from Ukraine as you can be in Europe, probably. But we still have the refugees. We still, it's far away, and we still see the suffering from here. I wanted to make this video to show my support to the Ukrainian people. Their bravery has been incredible. Not surprising at all, but incredible. And in Portugal we have the refugees, and I look at them every day, I work with some of them, and I'm constantly humbled by their resilience and how they manage to be in a completely different country, different language, different culture, and they are still working and they are still doing their best to survive, so they deserve to be praised. Also, I understand this is a small channel, but whatever I can do to help, I'd like to do it. So I'll leave you some links if you want to support Ukrainian people. If you're able to do it, please do. I'll leave some links in the description box below, also probably in the comments. And if you know of anything I'm missing, please let me know. And if you are in a situation where you have refugees, as I am, please do your best to welcome them and help them as much as you can. I just warmed my oven a little bit so that I can have a warm place to put them. So I'm going to put them in the oven for a little bit. It is not on, it's just a little bit warm. We'll let it prove until I think maybe doubled in size. Let's see. So let's get on with our basting garlic sauce. So the recipe calls for 20 grams of wet garlic. I only have dry garlic, so I'm using that. This is about 20 grams ish, maybe more. Here's how you peel it easy, you know, just smash it and then just remove this and you peel it easily. I'm just going to crush it, really, with my mezzaluna. This is moving around, so a good way of avoiding that is just have like a tea towel under it and it will not move as much. So I think the idea is to crush it, but I don't have my garlic crusher and I don't like particularly to use garlic crushers. I don't know why, I have some vendetta against it. We're doing our best with our mezzaluna. We're going to get some parsley. Let's see. So I went and got this lovely bunch of parsley. The recipe calls for half a bunch of parsley. I have no idea what that means, so this is about how much I'm using. I'm going to rinse it and I'm going to just remove this harder part of the stems. We're going to put it in here. Next, we're going in with a pinch of sea salt and 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. So 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Just going to mix it. So I'm getting my small pot lid and I'm going to set that aside. The recipe calls for a duck egg and that's exactly what I got. Let me show you. And we're going to convince one of these ducks to give us an egg. And if you're telling me these are not ducks, yes they are. Okay, let's get like one egg. Okay, this one will do. Okay. Now we'll do it while we just avoid Josie and her shenanigans. I'm going to show you how the buns are looking. They have doubled, no, Josie. They have doubled in size, as you can see. They are looking so good and plump. And once they are joined like this, we're going to just brush them with a little bit of egg. And the cat is helping me cook. Don't come for me. I don't care if it's not hygienic. Well, let me tell you, this looks very incredible. Josie, no. So this is going in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, 220 degrees Celsius, and hopefully they'll turn out delicious. So this is how they look. Looking perfect. And we should just spread it immediately. This smells incredible. So, yum. So this is how it looks like. And so let's taste it. And very good. Extremely garlicky, as we love it. I hope you enjoyed the first of many recipes in the new kitchen. As I said, all the links will be below, and thank you to my Patreons, you guys are the best, and thank you for watching until the end. That is very cool of you. See you next time.